March full moon. Let's take a walk. We're going through the energetic weather, folks. Let's talk about the cycles and see what season we're going to be in. And that would be Mars in Gemini. There's no time like the now. There's no time like the present. That's Mars in Gemini. We're talking, we're thinking, we're speaking about it. Well, let's just do it, gosh darn it, because Mars doesn't think long term. A young Mars is very moment to moment and doesn't think ahead, doesn't look ahead. Mars is known for leaping before looking. Mars is known for talking, for speaking before thinking. Mars energy typically is energetic bursts of energy. It's not long lasting. It's very sporadic. Remember, it rules the sign of Aries. Okay, so it's really good for starting and initiating, but lacks the follow through because it has bursts of energy. So the amount of energy it had initially, it doesn't have it to follow through on the rest of the project or the plan or whatever it is it got itself involved in. So Mars at this full moon at 14 degrees, look what it's conjunct. This is the North Node. And the North Node is where we're headed. We've been dealing with the North Node for a year already. And we will be dealing with it, or almost a full year. We'll be dealing with it until 2022. And this tells us where we're headed. Gemini, new ways of thinking, having open discussions, being flexible in our ways of thinking and communicating. And this has, all about being flexible within social media and in social media platforms and the way we communicate in social media platforms. This is really key. But with our neighbors, the neighbors at home, our coworkers, especially, right? Coworkers or people that you see every single day within your daily routines. This is that energy. Lots of changes happening there. Things we thought we knew about people, right? Think about 2020 and all the things you've discovered. Think about that. Digital neighbors, think about that. Or digital neighbors you once knew that are completely gone. Geez, I can name quite a few of those. The whole lesson of Gemini and the North Node being there is to be flexible, meaning how it is right now, it's going to change again. This is what this energy is. It's the twins. It's one day I'm this way, and the next day I'm this way. 1 minute I'm like this, I'm showing you this side of my face, and the next minute you're getting the other side of my face. And it's not to be negative, right? It's what we said about Gemini. Let's read the Gemini North Node. Points to a key lesson in your life. It represents new experiences toward which you must aim during this life. You have already learned the skills of its opposite point, the South Node. Now you must grow and stretch yourself through the North Node. The challenge with the nodes is to use your past skills of your South Node and learn the new skills of the North Node on your quest for wholeness. So you're ideally learning how to combine both the North and the South Node together. So the North Node in Gemini, it's to learn the life from other people's point of view and to become adept in the art of communication. Adept. It means to become very skilled, right? To become very skilled in learning how to talk to all sorts of folks from all walks of life, from different cultures, different beliefs, to talk with them, to hear them out from other points of view. You have a tendency to be restless and scattered. You need to develop focus and ability to communicate your ideas in a way that helps the many people in your life. North Node is what we've all been learning through 2020, dealing in the pandemic and seeing how we all know and recognize the only thing we all agreed upon was nobody likes to wear a mask. Nothing is ever going to satisfy all of us, right? And the whole point about the mask wearing during a pandemic is we are doing what is best for the group. We are doing what is best for all involved. with the understanding, of course, there's going to be individuals within that group that it might not be good for. Like, what do we know about Aries, right? We talked a lot already about it with the sun in Aries, and that gives you a good definition of Aries, a very independent spirit. And the sun in Aries is all about me and my actions and expressing. You know, the sun rules the sign of Leo, so it's creatively expressing. How are you creatively expressing? Okay. Now, you see it's at 8 degrees, but what else do we see is at 8 degrees? We see that Chiron is at 8 degrees. So Chiron represents a deep wound from our past. This could be childhood. If you believe in other lifetimes, this could be deep wounds from other lifetimes. We also have Venus at 8 degrees, right? Look at that. Yes, she would have been there earlier because it's already at 56 minutes. But either way, the timing of this is amazing. Venus brings benefits. She brings good. She wants things to be balanced, harmonious, right? So let's take a look. Venus in Aries. What do we have for our Venus in Aries? Venus is the planet which reveals how you like to relate to your environment and to other people. This planet is one of the key points in your chart, examined by an astrologer when you ask about relationships. So these are keywords for Venus. It's how you relate to your environment, okay? It's about relationships. Venus reveals the type of person to whom you are attracted to, because Venus represents your love life, and your expectations of the relationship. And it shows what gives you pleasure. So keywords for Venus, right? We saw how you relate to your environment. It rules the sign of Taurus and the sign of Libra, right? It has dual rulership. So we see Taurus is about values and love, money, also who I love, right? And relationships, Venus, significant one-on-one relationships. Venus in Aries, you will pursue a partner ardently and hastily, meaning very quickly, very impulsive. Aries is impulsive. And this is a partner, right? So impulsive Aries, Venus in Aries means you're young in love, right? You're going to be head over heels, right? And you haven't really been around that person all that long to really know what it is you're saying that you love, or who it is you're saying that you love. So you pursue a partner ardently and hastily, and yet strive for freedom and independence once you are in an intimate relationship. So you see that? You pursue quickly, strive for freedom and independence once you are in the intimate relationship. You like to be the initiator in the relationship, and you can be aggressive. You may be a spendthrift. Okay, so what that was explaining, okay, is that with Venus in Aries, there's some things that are being done very quickly, right? So getting together with somebody, you know, and then once you're intimate with them, once you've kind of secured that, all of a sudden you feel like you need some freedom and independence, because Aries is, again, very spontaneous, doesn't think things through. It wants the relationship when it's in Venus because it's looking for love. But then it realizes, oh my gosh, I do need this sense of independence, okay? And it's the chaser, right? You like to be the initiator. It likes to go after the relationship, right? And the whole part about the spendthrift, meaning this is money, this is your values, you're impulsive, ooh, shiny. As soon as you got it, you spend it type of thing. You got it in your pocket, you got to burn it. This Venus is conjunct Chiron. It's conjunct the sun. So we talked about the sun in Aries, which is about me expressing uniquely. We talked about Venus in Aries, which is about me and love and going after a love. But there's a lot of energy about just me here, right? So with Chiron in Aries, yes, I'm going to click on that. With Chiron in Aries, and that being a wound, and this wound about self, because remember, Aries is self. So we've got Venus in Aries, the sun in Aries, Chiron in Aries, Chiron representing a wound. The sun lights things up. So when we combine these three meanings together, do you have any ideas for those of you listening? Can you comment to me? What do you think this is going to mean? You live to the degree of the free will that you express. So I can click on this, but what it says, your life and how this worked out for you in your life will surely have many varying degrees of difference. Okay? So give me some responses down below. What do you think this is going to be about for you? And knowing that the moon is at the opposition, and what does the moon do? The moon reflects. And what's the moon going to be reflecting for this full moon? It reflects the sun's light. But look at what the sun is going to be reflecting. It's not just going to be reflecting your independence. It's not just going to be reflecting yourself. It's not just going to be reflecting your unique expressions or your unique creativity. It is also, because it is conjunct Chiron and conjunct Venus, which means on top of them, it's going to be reflecting all of this. All of this is going to be reflected for this full moon.